exceeding our very optimistic expectations. We knew we would meet the 100,000th visitor sometime, but we didn't expect you so soon. So, oh yes, thank you very much. So, tell me, where are you from?
I live in Washington, D.C., but I'm originally from London, England.
Yeah.
Wow. DC, I am originally from Chile.
Yay! All right. So, I bring you also greetings from Ambassador Bill Vanden Heuvel, who's chairman of the Conservancy. Bill worked all 40 of those years to bring the Franklin D. Roosevelt Memorial to New Yorkers and citizens of the world. And last summer, when 30 months of construction were coming to a close, Bill kept asking, what if we open the park and nobody comes? Because many New Yorkers have never been on this small island in the middle of the East River, in the middle of Manhattan. But you did come, and Bill has stopped asking the question. So, you, Karen, and Aldo, you're proof that this world-class destination offers visitors a new New York experience. So, and we're delighted to count you as the 100,000th and the 100,001. So we have some gifts for you to mark how special you are to the park, and the conserved certificate marking you as the 100,000th. We could amend it and make it 100,001 also. And we have our brand new 4th of July weekend t-shirt. I promise you, there will be 2 of them. And the umbrella is good for rain or shine. And our dedication book and this wonderful tote bag. So now stay here for a few minutes because I want to introduce you to a very important public official. You know, from the beginning of this project in the 1970s, the memorial was a public-private partnership shared by New York City, New York State, and the private sector. And Christine Quinn, Speaker of the New York City Council, is here today. Chris understood the value of building this memorial to President Franklin Roosevelt right here in New York City. You all may not know how much of New York City was actually built by President Roosevelt. He built airports and highways, parks, hospitals, and schools. So Chris provided early financial support and constant encouragement, which were critical to the success of this enterprise 40 years after it was supposed to happen. So let me give you to Speaker of the New York City Council, Christine Quinn.
Thank you, Sally.
Yeah.
I want to echo, as I've said them before, my thanks to Sally and the ambassador. You know, 40 years is a long time, but Sally was not involved all of those 40 years, but I'm telling you, in the years that Sally was involved, no one was a louder, stronger, more focused advocate for bringing us this park. And to now have 100,001 individuals having gone through it shows just how right the ambassador and Sally were about New York needing a additional tribute to the great President FDR. We of course have Roosevelt Island, but we needed this park. We needed a place where people could come and be reminded that there have been very difficult times in our country, and that when we've all come together and had good, strong leadership, we persevered and made it through. We also need to be reminded every day, but now as much as any time, about these speeches, the 4 freedom speeches, and what President Roosevelt saw on the horizon for our country. That if we all stayed together, we could be a completely free and united country. And Sally, you know, sometimes in the hustle and bustle of our lives, or our vacations, as you two are probably doing, we don't always have the opportunity to stop and be reminded of the success that is in our history. When we don't stop and remind ourselves about our historical success, we miss opportunities to recharge our batteries and recommit to that kind of work moving forward. So thank you for giving us this place on this wonderful island in this great New York City neighborhood where we can do it. So thank you very much, and congratulations. If we were inside, we would have a balloon drop. But if we were inside, we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be on Roosevelt Island. So congratulations.
Thank you, Chris Quinn. And to all of you, please enjoy your visit, the music, the refreshments, the spectacular views of the United Nations and the Queens and Manhattan skylines. And let's remember, as Chris suggests, the life and legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a proud son of New York. Come back soon, come back often. Thank you so much for coming today.